Alright YouTube, this is my third video of the Yu-Gi-Oh section. This is going to be my Dragon Shenanigan deck. This is a bunch of hodgepodge dragon cards that I had, and I used this as my main deck before I started using the Dragoonities. Like I said in my earlier video, I hated them. I don't know why. And it's gotten better because one of my friends who doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh had like 200 or something cards, and he wasn't using them, and he was like, "You want my cards?" So I was like, "Yeah." So he gave me all of his cards, and I spent a good amount of time organizing them and spanning through them, and I found some really good cards that would help me out a lot. And one of the cards was that Luster Dragon you saw in my Dragoonity deck, and there's some other good stuff in this deck. The majority of this deck is made up of some of those cards, or at least the monsters are. So, here we go. So, Spear Dragon. This substitutes a third Luster Dragon in this deck because I don't have a third one. I only have two, and one of them is in my Dragoonity deck, like you saw. The only difference is between him and Luster Dragon is when he attacks, he goes to defense, and his defense is a measly 0. So, it's kind of a one-time thing, unless you're cool like me and you can make him survive like that. Harpy's Brother, 1800 normal 4-star. This deck is heavy on 4-star beaters, and he doesn't really count as a beater, but it's still nice to have. Luster Dragon, like I said, sadly he has a little battle wound, but he's still out there strong. One of the main shenanigans I love to run is Mass Dragon to Arm Dragon level 3 to Arm Dragon level 5 immediately. My friends call this my herp derp, because every time I do it they go herp derp derp derp. I love it. It's fun, and if I don't feel like doing that, I can just spam him because I'm running 3 in this deck, so it's nice. Red Eyes Black Chick, I run one of him, I only have one, and then I run 2 Red Eyes Black Dragons, I think, and 1 Darkness Dragon. Not a Darkness Metal, not a Metal, not a Zombie. No, don't have those. Yep. Resources. Wing Sage Falcos. He's probably going to be coming out now because check the internet, because I have a card, Final Attack Orders, that it's a continuous trap, and whenever all face-up monsters on the field go to attack when this card is on the field, and that's that trap card that I'm talking about right now. And so I figured out a combo with him and that trap card. However, even though I looked it up and the card ruling said it worked, one of my friends was talking to some people apparently, and he said it doesn't work. And the combo is, his effect is whenever he destroys an face-up attack position monster, it goes to the top of your opponent's deck instead of the graveyard. So I figured, oh, I'm just going to keep spamming so you keep drawing the same monster card. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing about that yet. I think I'll stop doing that. Flying Kamakiri number 1. He's a Mass Dragon for wind types. Shenanigans. One of the Red Eyes I was talking about. You'll notice I have like no hollow cards. I have all commons. That's, again, resources. I don't have the money to go out and spam my deck for hollows. Armed Dragon level 5. Major part of my herp derp. Love him. He's pretty much a Legionnaire Ackley's in 1 card. It's pretty nice. Except he destroys 1 card. I don't have any 7s or 10s. Which is kind of ridiculous. Blue Eyes, my baby. I love him in this deck. I sometimes can pull him if I get like a first turn him and a Mausoleum of the Emperor, which is why that card is in this deck. It helps. Darkness Dragon. I believe it is Tribute 1 Red Eyes. Yeah, Tribute 1 Red Eyes to special summon him. He gains 300 attack for every dragon type in the grave. He's nice, he's shiny, I like him. It's one of the few shiny cards that I have. So sad. Blue Eyes. I like this Blue Eyes a lot. I wish I had a Tower Blue Eyes because I like him too. I have him on Dual Network. Oh, I'll give you guys my account name for that too. Red Eyes. Arm Dragon level 5s. I didn't organize this as much as I wish I had done. 2 Fisher. I forgot if it's limited or not. I don't know. My friends hate me. Advanced Force. Tribute 1 level 5 or higher monster to summon a 7 or higher? Yes. So it's tributing 1 monster for a 2 tribute monster. And it's a continuous, so it stays on the field. So if I have a level Armed Dragon level 5 just hanging around and I have a Blue Eyes in my hand and this is on the field, Blue Eyes, you're done. Mausoleum. Great first turn Blue Eyes card. Pay multiple of 1,000 life points to normal summon monster without tributes. So you do end up paying life points for it, and it gets costly after like 2 of them, but it's kind of nice spamming a first turn Blue Eyes. Stamping Destruction. It's MST for a dragon deck, and it destroys and deals 500 direct to your opponent, no matter what card. It's a back row card, but it doesn't matter if it's a spell or trap. It's just whatever it destroys. Soul Exchange. Take an opponent's monster, use it as a tribute. Very saucy. Monster Reborn. Staple. This is the only swords I have, and it's probably going to stay here because my Dragoonity deck doesn't need it that bad. Staple. Book of Moon. Destroyed and staple. Shrink. You know, I played for quite some time before I figured out about Dual Network and before I got my PSP. Ultimate Masters 2006, the Game Boy Advanced game. And this is the #1 card that the computer opponents would pull on you. They would constantly shrink you. I honestly think that some of them are running 5 of this card in their deck because I got shrinked so many times. Now we're into the traps. Dragon's Rage. Dragons become piercers. Very nice. Trap Hole. Whenever a monster is normal or flipped summon, activate this card if it has 1,000 or more attack and it is destroyed. Dragon's Bead. It is a... It's pretty much a dark bribe for dragons, except your opponent doesn't draw one and you have to discard one, and it's only if the trap card targets a dragon type. So it's kind of restricted, but it still kind of helps. Draining Shield. Draining Shield. This card has saved my butt multiple times. Whenever an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can activate this card, and the attack, it negates the attack #1. Then #2, you get the attack as life points. So you gain life points. So it's nice. Curse. This, I usually just use this as an attack negation. Like if I have a Armed Dragon level 3 and no interdimensional matter transporter on the field, I will use this, put it in defense, and then put my opponent's face-up effect monster in defense. So then his attack is just done, and it doesn't happen. And then next turn I get an Armed Dragon level 5, and I'm just going to power over it, which is saucy. Wabaku. I have an old Wabaku, not the reprint. I found out about that from a friend, I think, last week. I pulled it on him, and he's like, wait, the monster's not destroyed either. And I was like, what? But it doesn't say that. And he was like, yeah. So, I like it. It's actually not half bad, even as a common. You know, I still appreciate my cards. 2 ultimate offerings. Normal summoning in this deck is heavy, because I don't have a lot of special summon dragon cards. I really wish I had the ability to get my hands on some darkness metals, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. And the 2 final cards from this deck are a Call of the Haunted, which I just found out today is unbanned, unlimited, not even semi-limited. This is at 3 now, which I guess is, it's okay, you know. it's not as good as Monster Reborn, but it's like having it. It's a slight disadvantage because it is a continuous trap card. It's a continuous card at all, so if your opponent just whips out a Heavy Storm or an MST or a Stamping or, you know, crazy stuff, it's going to get destroyed and caught up in that, and then your monster's gone too. So it's kind of iffy. But if you have this on the field, you know, this guy powers over a lot of stuff, and I freaking adore this card. So yeah, that's my dragon deck. My friends have a lot more decks than I do. They run a lot more. They have more cards than I do, honestly. I am like the... I don't even have an analogy for it right now. But, yeah. We've got a nice group of people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! In and of ourselves. Where we live, we don't have locals tournaments, you know. We pretty much have our group of people, and that is it. Which is kind of sad, but we manage. So, my dual network password, or not password, my username is Sharingan Lord. No the in front of it. Capital S and capital L. That's it. So, I'm usually on during the week. Sometimes, if I'm bored. You can see better versions of these decks, you know, reimaginings of the awesomeness that could be at hand on there. I'm not going to tell you my friends' ones because I don't know if they want to get constantly spammed with asks for duels and stuff. Once I get proper, you know, software and a mic to record my voice on my computer, I'll probably start doing dual network duels as well and recording those. Or I can find a cameraman to hold the camera and look at my computer. But that probably won't be for a while. So, comment, rate, subscribe, you know, the usual. Yeah, that's about it. I'll probably have some stuff up this weekend if one of my friends comes over, which he probably will, if they're not busy and stuff. So, yeah. You know. Also, if you, you know, are involved in the anime manga world and you really love Naruto or One Piece, guy I found recently, his name is Sawyer. I honestly can't even tell you his full channel name. Let me look it up, because I have my YouTube up right now. I'm such a nerd. Let's go. Alright. Where is it? Subscriptions. There we go. I'm probably making this 10 times harder than it actually has to be. I tend to do that. Yeah, again, look at that beautiful Levatin. Here we go. His name is Sawyer, the number 7, and then the word mage. He reviews episodes of Naruto, no manga chapters, One Piece manga chapters, and he said in a recent video that he's probably going to start doing the episode reviews for One Piece again. So he's a pretty cool guy. He's pretty funny. I enjoy his videos. You'll notice I do a lot of plugging. I don't really mean to. So yeah.